Welcome back to the IPF World Sub-Junior and Junior Equipped Powerlifting Championships in South Africa, and we are ready for the 83 kilo Sub-Junior and Junior men, and I am joined in the commentary box by not one and only, all the way from Russia, Ilya Mishin, who just competed this morning as well, taking out a bronze medal overall and a silver in the deadlift. So we are very, very privileged to have him here. So he is going to bring us a wealth of knowledge and maybe let us in on some inside secrets to some of the Russian athletes in the 83 kilo class as well. How are you feeling this afternoon?
I'm feeling very good. Hello everyone. This is my first time on competitive position actually, so don't judge me for my bad English.
Well, your English is much better than my Russian, so I'm sure we will be just fine. And we're about 7 seconds away from kicking off with Ruta Yanagiwa from Japan with 175 kilo squat. This is going to be a pretty exciting session in the 83s. And we have a few athletes from your home country competing this afternoon.
Yeah, here is Vladislav Shaybekov in junior.
So we'll be trying to get some inside information from Ilya on what his lifts are going to be.
Yeah, but let's look first of all for this lift.
175 for Ryuta from Japan. And that first squat of your session is always the toughest. Sits back nicely into the squat there, gets in the depth, looks good.
Easily.
He should get 3 white lights on that one. He does, it's on the board.
It was good.
And Itsuki Sidakawa from Japan as well. And the Japanese have been outstanding this week. And they had a tough run in here, getting caught in a hurricane, a typhoon in Japan. The whole team was delayed. And Itsuki opening at 200 kilograms. This is a sub-junior lifter. A very young lifter. These are some extremely young lifters in the sub-juniors this year.
But unfortunately, there is no Russians in sub-juniors.
We'll build on that. Looks like he got good depth through there.
Yeah, it's a good lift.
3 white lights. So, Andrei Inatyuk from the Ukraine, 217.5 kilos. I'm under all sorts of pressure to pronounce Eastern European names now with Ilya sitting next to me. This should be a fairly easy opening lift. I mean, he's lifted well above 217 before.
Yeah, Ukrainian doing very well with their first lifts.
Yeah, they've had a fantastic week so far. I've become very familiar with the Russian and Ukraine national anthems this week. That looks like a solid opener.
Good depth. And easy lift.
So, Ilya, tell us a little bit about the timing of getting your wraps timed right to get up the platform and onto the squat to set up properly, wrapping up your knees, getting the timing right. How hard is it to get the timing right so you're not standing around too long in your knee wraps?
Do not be standing too long in knee wraps. You have to wrap it in 2 people before you. So that's how we do with our coach.
Ruto from Japan, 220 kilograms. He's a junior lifter, weighed spot on the 83 today. Slow descent. Might be a little shy. Let's wait and see what the referees say. But he gets 2 whites and that's enough. Laurentiu Avram from Romania, 250 kilograms. So as we progress through the squat and the bench press today, we'll talk to you a little bit about some of the techniques of adjusting equipment and tightening things up, and maybe some secrets for some of the viewers out there that are new to equipped powerlifting.
There is no secrets in the Russian team.
Spoken like a true Russian. 250 kilos for Laurentiu from Romania. And there are some massive numbers on this list today. Your fellow teammate looking to open at 325.
It's gonna be easy for him, I'm pretty sure.
There's nothing that makes you feel more confident than when someone says, yeah, 325 will be easy. A little bit offline as he came up there, but he managed to regather. And he gets 2 white lights, and that's enough to go on the board. Yang Hung from Chinese Taipei, 250 kilograms. Stands up very fast for 250.
Was it deep enough? Yes.
He gets 2 whites. Just the side referee there calling on death, but 2 whites is enough. And Victor Nakagawa from Brazil, 260 kilograms. This is going to be a good battle in the juniors for those top 3 places. So it's always so unpredictable. He gets 2 white lights. These junior and sub-junior divisions are so unpredictable, especially the sub-juniors. You know, we don't have a lot of information. We haven't seen some of them lift before.
For most of juniors, it's the first international competition here. For sub-juniors, sorry.
Yeah, so it's difficult to know where they're going to go, and their progression through lifting and through powerlifting is so quick at such a young age.
And here is the leader in sub-junior category.
Noah Johnson from the USA with a monstrous opening squat of 270. He looks very calm and confident, doesn't he?
Yeah. Really nice walkout.
Yeah, very smooth, very confident. Very quick lift. Well, he didn't waste any time with that one with 3 white lights.
He has more.
There is plenty left in that tank, isn't there? So, Mikkel Dahl from Denmark, 275. Well under his best lift of 292.5.
I know this guy. He's competing internationally about 4 years, and he is a very good deadlifter.
We'll be watching him through this competition. You know, and having several years' experience as a junior is quite a bit of experience. I was talking earlier this week with some of the Russian athletes in the juniors, you know, with 5 or 6 years international competition under their belt already, which is absolutely fantastic. And it really shows, you know, towards the end of the competition, they've got the experience.
Easy lift.
Yeah, certainly has no problems with 275.
The white lights.
Hiroshi Itsugi from Japan, 285 kilograms. He's had some good results over the past years. He's competing in equipped and classic. We're seeing so much more of that these days too. It looks like a solid lift. Depth looks good. 2 white lights and that's enough. Kostyantin Zhenko from Ukraine, 300 kilograms.
He is nominated on first position. This is one of our leaders in 83 junior class.
So it's going to be a very tough competition for first, second and third. Looks quite comfortable under the bar. A little bit of hesitation at the bottom, but recovers and stands up quite easily for 300 kilos with 3 white lights. Koi Jordan from the US of A, 320 kilograms.
This is his first international competition.
Tell you what, that's not bad coming to your first international competition and ranked up in the top 3.
Impressive.
And he is opening well under his personal best. Just getting them to push the bar across a little bit and adjust the racks. He's a lifter that likes one side in and one out.
He's focused.
He looks very confident under that weight. Just lost balance a little bit there. His chest tipped forward a little bit and the bar got the better of him. I'm sure he'll rectify that.
It happened. Maybe he's a little bit nervous for first.
Vladislav Shvelikov from Russia, 325.
Here's my teammate, Vladislav.
What do you think, an easy opener?
I hope so. He's been working hard, preparing this competition. working on depth actually, and this is gonna be an easy opener for him.
He gets one on the board. He starts building that platform.
Bar is loaded. Here is Vladislav Shaybekov from Russia.
325 kilograms. Weighed in at 82.8. He is a very big 83 kilo lifter. That was a nice smooth walkout.
It's an easy lift.
That was a super fast 325.
We'll see what judges say.
Oh, just being called on depth there.
Side referees.
Not sure if the coach is going to contest it. We'll be disappointed with that. Now, I think the coach is going to go to the jury box and have a bit of a chat.
Here at the Misha, he is a junior team head coach.
I've seen him at quite a few events over the last few years. We'll come around for our second attempts now. Ryuta Ngagwa from Japan, 190 kilograms. So opened at 175, I think up to 190. It was watching at home and you're new to powerlifting, you know, that sort of jump might be large in the raw squats, but in equipped, it's not unusual to see larger jumps in the squats. Quite a smooth, slow technique, and not quite deep enough. Itsuki Serakawa from Japan, 215 kilograms. These are huge squats for such young guys. I mean, Itsuki's 18 years of age. He's going to lift well over his personal best of 200. He's a little unsteady on his walkout. Good depth.
And good
wow,
speed.
That was fast. He got a really good use of the knee wraps there and bounced out of the bottom quite quickly. He gets the three white lights. Ryuto Yanayama from Japan, 220 kilograms. We're back into the juniors now. So he missed this on his opening lift. So as an athlete and competitor yourself, what does that feel like? What does that do to you on your next lift? Is it easy to shake off, or does it start to come with you?
A lot of lifters is not an easy to shake off and go to the second round with a
missed lift.
Yeah, with a missed lift, but you must be focused. It's powerlifting. There is 3 lifts. You must be focused on all of them.
Certainly doesn't have any problem with the power and the strength there. Let's see what the referees say about depth. And again, not getting deep enough.
Look at this. This was a huge jump for Ukrainian lifter.
Wow. From 217.5 to 240, Andrei Matyuk from the Ukraine has taken a massive jump. So opened quite conservatively. He's got plenty of good coaches in his corner. 240 kilograms. Plenty of speed into the bounce. It stands up really fast.
Good depth and 3 white lights.
Managed that jump very well. Laurentiy Avram from Romania, 260. So we're back up into the juniors now. His opening lift at 250 looked really good. And Yaniyama from Japan has put himself in a bit of an awkward position now with 1 lift to go and still hasn't recorded a lift. Having to fight hard for 260.
He's fighting.
He's not quitting on that one though, and he gets back to the top. Let's see what his depth is like, and not quite deep enough. And Victor Nakagawa from Brazil, 270 kilograms. I haven't seen Victor compete before. With the nominations and nominated personal best we've been given, he's lifted 280 before. Just a little bit too much. Just couldn't quite get a bounce there. Sort of mistimed it a little bit. The spotter's doing a great job there. Xie Lang Hung from Chinese Taipei, 270.
20 kilo jump from his first attempt.
One of the lighter lifters in this class. $270 kilograms. Got plenty of tightness in those knee wraps.
A little bit shaky.
Doesn't look confident under that bar.
He has time. 20 seconds.
Just doesn't look like he can get the bar in the right position.
Yeah.
He gets the squat command with 5 seconds to spare. He gets it back to the top. He may have beaten the rack command, but he wasn't deep enough. He just didn't look confident under that weight, did he?
I think it was too big jump for him. It wasn't comfortable.
Noah Johnson from the US of A, 280. This is our #1 contender in the sub-juniors. But let's not jump the gun. How many times this week have we seen #1 contenders miss too many lifts and miss out? He's always so calm and cool when he walks out. This looks like he's casually walking up to the bar.
Very easy workout.
Yeah, he looks very confident with the weight. Speed is good. And that should be a good lift.
It will be a good lift, yeah. 3 white lights.
3 whites, beautiful. And Mikael from Denmark, 287.5. $287.5 kilograms, opened with a nice 275.
His nominated squat is 292 kilos, so 287 gonna be easy for him.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a challenge for a second lift. He certainly doesn't look too worried about it with the walkout.
Good speed.
Very fast out of the hole.
A little bit lost his balance in the middle.
Yeah, just not quite low enough. The coach doesn't look overly happy with that call, but accepting it. Hiroshi Itsuguru from Japan, 295 kilograms. Not a whole lot of international experience, but enough to get him here.
Yeah.
And he is currently sitting in second position for the squat, but there's some big lifters to come.
Solid lift.
Puts in a little bit of work, but it looks good.
Oh, not
Ooh,
deep
and
enough.
just getting called on depth.
Konstantin Musyenko from Ukraine.
315 kilograms. They ranked #1 last year in Orlando.
He also competed against Vladislav Shebekov this year.
So we'll get to see another battle with them.
We'll see who will be the winner this year.
A little bit wobbly in the bottom there as he hit the hole. Not deep enough. So Coy Jordan looking for 320, missed his opener. Really wants to get this one on the board, so he's got some room to move at his third.
Don't want to see anyone bombed out.
Certainly not what anyone wants to see in these competitions. The great thing about powerlifting is none of the athletes want to see that either. You can always see the athletes cheering each other on for medal positions and for world records. So 320 kilograms for Coy Jordan.
Big breath.
That looks better.
He got it.
That looks a lot better.
Oh,
And still getting caught on depth there. Not sure if the coach is going to have a talk to the jury, and yes he is. Going to have a bit of a chat to the jury and see if he can get it overturned.
but this guy didn't even stand up on his first attempt. Now it looks easy, but what jury says?
The jury looks like they've said, nope, sorry, that's it.
There is Vladislav Shebekov.
332.5.
7 kilo more than his first attempt. They're trying to collect his best total because they They're gonna fight with the Ukrainians. It's gonna be a tough battle for him. He must have this lift.
Yeah, it's very important for him to get this one on the board. He didn't have any problems with weight with the 325, it was just depth. Hopefully the 332.5 will push him down a bit further. That looks a lot better. He's standing up and he gets it to the top. Gets the recommend. That looks a lot better this time. And
yeah,
he does. 332.5 is on the board. And we just watched Ilya turn his microphone off there for a second so he could cheer along as well. He says it's his first time commentating, but he knows how to hit the mute button.
Look at the second attempt. Most of our lifters have reds.
So in the juniors, we've only actually had one lifter
Only
complete their
Vladislav
second
Shebekov.
attempt.
Only Vladislav Shebekov did his second attempt.
And we always talk about in the commentary box, and as coaches we talk about consistency and getting numbers on the board and chipping away at that total. It's so important to try and get those extra numbers on. And here comes Ryuta from Japan for 190 kilos, so he will miss his second attempt at 190. He was a bit hesitant under the weight on his second attempt. And his body's a bit more used to it now. Depth looks good, but it's a little bit hard for him to push through. And he just can't quite get out of the hole, so he'll have to settle for 175.
What's the curious thing in juniors, first and second place position, Vladislav Shebekov is prognosed as first and Konstantin Mosienko is second. But as you can see, here is only 260 on bench for Konstantin. I'm pretty sure they're gonna change it for 300 and we're gonna see a world record in bench press today.
So we might get to see another world record attempt today. I think we've seen world record attempts in every single session. Ryutaru from Japan, 220.
The previous attempts wasn't good, so
Has to get this on, eh?
how he will get it.
This must be an enormous amount of pressure for an athlete to come out for a third lift. His depth looked better on this one. On the angle on the side, wear on it looked good, and he gets the 2 white lights and he's on the board and saves his skin.
Actually, this is a huge pressure for an athlete because on this competition you compete internationally for your country, for your flag, for a national team.
Yeah, so it's not just about winning gold medals, it's points for your team, it's more than individual. So Itsuku Tsurukawa from Japan. We're looking at 225. And the head referee just explaining where
Lifter is waiting.
the rack needs to be. And yeah, look, as Ilya just said, the lifter is waiting in the wings. He's got his knee wraps already on. The longer he waits, the harder it becomes. And the lifter's a little bit confused there. Let's hope he can get 225 on. Very very slow descent. Drops into the hole well and speeds it back up though.
Good lift.
3 whites. So he will take home a bronze medal in the squat. Laurenti Avram from Romania, 260 kilos. Missed on his second. And this is an equal personal best for him.
Looking very, very focused on this lift.
Yeah, he really wants to get this one on the board. It's an extra 10 kilos on his total. He's putting in a big fight and he stands back up. He looks confident. And unfortunately getting 2 red lights for not deep enough from the head ref and the side ref. Victor Nakagawa from Brazil, 270 kilograms. Again, another one who missed his second lift.
As I said, most of our lifters and juniors miss their second lifts. So they're gonna fight in the third one.
Yeah, it's always tough. You're trying to get the biggest total you can, but you've got to sort of get those lift selections right so you can get them on the board. Well, let's hope he can get his third one up on the board at 270.
Good walkout.
Oh, just lost balance a little bit there and came forward. You just see his chest drop and the bar pushing him over. And he'll have to settle for 260. Yuk Young Hung, Chinese Taipei, 270 kilograms. These spotters doing a top job out there. It's tough in this weight class. There are so many big weights to move around for them. And they're doing a fantastic job. $270 kilograms. Can he put it on the board? Doesn't look confident in his walkout, but he steadies it well.
Control.
Good control.
No.
And he just looks like he might have cramped up a little bit there and made the decision to call it. Andrei Machuk from the Ukraine, 272.5. He'll take home a silver medal in the squat. And he's building a nice little total, putting himself in a good position for that overall silver medal.
Yeah, Andre and his coach doing huge jumps on the squat.
Yeah, so he's taken another very big jump to 272.5 and a personal best. He is really fired up for this one though. He put in every bit of fight there, but just couldn't quite get it back up. His speed was good.
A little bit too much for him, maybe.
It was a very big jump from 240 to 272.5.
He's sub-junior only.
Noah Johnson from the US of A, 287.5, and he is ranked at #1 on predicted totals.
I see he smiles.
He'll take his calm, casual walk out to the bar. Never looks too concerned.
Yeah, he's pretty sure he'll get it because his squat PB is 290 and this is 287, 2 kilos under his personal best.
And his nominated total is 712.5, a long way ahead of his competitors. So he just has to do his job. Good speed. Gives you a nod of the head halfway up there.
You know he's got it. 3 white lights.
Absolutely fantastic. Love the nod of the head halfway up there. Yes, please. And Mikkel Dahl from Denmark, 290 kilograms. Just a smidge under his personal best at 292.5. So he'll have to put in a little bit of fight, but he should be able to manage it. Let's hope he can get deep enough. If you're new to equipped powerlifting and you're used to watching raw, getting depth in a squat with those tight knee wraps is a lot harder than raw. You've got to fight through knee wraps, you've got to fight through a squat suit. That looked better though.
Looks good.
That looked a lot better, it was a lot quicker.
Yeah. 2 to 1. It's enough.
And he gets it on the board. Hiroshi Utsugi from Japan wants 295. It's well under his nominated best lift at 305, so strength-wise shouldn't be a problem. It's just a case of getting deep enough. So 295 kilograms for Hiroshi.
He's fighting for the medals in squats.
Yeah, so this one will slide him up the rankings a little bit.
As for me, it was deep enough.
Gets it back to the top. Let's see what they say. And he gets it on the board.
Good lift.
And that will temporarily slide him into 3rd position for the squats. Kostyantin from the Ukraine, 320 kilograms for a personal best. Missed 315. Decided to go for 320.
315 looked easy.
Yeah, look, he hasn't struggled with the power of the strength at all. The weight hasn't been too heavy. It's just a case of depth. And as we mentioned earlier, getting down to depth is a little bit harder in a squat suit and knee wraps than it is in raw.
Yeah.
Sometimes the extra weight can give you that little bit more that you need.
It's much more complicated competing equipped than raw.
He looks very comfortable walking that out. Depth looks solid in that one. That looked even up.
Looked like good lift. Yeah.
3 white lights. And we've still got a battle on our hands. So Coy Jordan, with his rank number 3, has put himself under enormous pressure with 320 and has to get this on the board. It's well under his nominated best lift. I don't know if you can get those knee wraps any tighter. Has to get this on the board. No one wants to see an athlete
walking out really easy.
Yeah, he certainly has no problems handling the weight. going to be close.
Hope to see
Obviously
white
we're on
lights.
a different angle.
Yeah.
Yes, and on the board,
Got it.
320 kilograms, and he is still in the game.
Now he slides up in the total.
And here we go, 340 kilograms getting loaded on the bar. Vladislav from Russia.
Yeah, this is his personal best.
340 kilos, this is a huge lift.
Bar is loaded, lifter is ready.
Certainly look comfortable in the walkout. That's a huge breath in. He's got depth, he's fighting it. He's going to push it all the way to the top. Might have seen a bar dip, and I think we did. And unfortunately, 3 red lights.
One is for downer moment, I see.
I'll be a little bit disappointed with that, but he's in a fantastic position at the end of the squat session. So that is the end of our squat session, and the battle is just heating up here. We've got a 20-minute break now, but we're going to come right back in 20 minutes, and Ilya's going to join us again and we'll talk us through the bench press session. Well, welcome back to South Africa for the World IPF Sub-Junior and Junior Equipped Powerlifting Championships here in Potchefstroom, South Africa. And we are joined once again by Ilya Mishin, who today competed this morning, taking away a bronze medal overall, a silver medal in the deadlift, and he has graciously given up his time to come and talk us through some of these lifts today, and he's given us a bit of inside information, and he predicted that the Ukrainian would change his opening lift, and he has. He's put it in at 280, so he's opening at a world record.
Yeah, the equal world record is 275, which Konstantin did last year in Orlando, also at the World Championship. And right now he's gonna start with 280 first attempt bench press, which is more than world record.
And he also has the single lift world record at 302.5, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah, on the World Bench Press Championship.
That is huge. We're going to kick off the bench press with Itsuki Surakawa from Japan at 120 kilograms. There are some massive, massive numbers for these young men.
So we are ready for bench press.
So Itsuki from Japan, 120 kilograms. And this is shaping up to be one fantastic competition today.
Controlled.
Very, very controlled descent, really pulling through the shirt. Got plenty of speed off the chest. And puts that one in the bank at 120. So Ryuta Inigawa from Japan will also look at 120. Really want to see all these guys get their opening lifts on the board. And then we can see this battle start to unfold for the places. So we're here in South Africa. We're only actually an hour behind time zone from Russia. You got friends and family watching at home?
Sorry, once again?
You have friends and family watching at home in Russia?
Yeah, my grandparents and the parents been watching my lifts today. They are always so very excited about my competition.
And to get to watch you take home a bronze medal as well, and a great total.
Yeah, I might make them a little bit nervous today because I always bombed out on bench press.
I think we were all nervous. He's got plenty of tightness in that shirt. He's really going to have to bring it down.
You see how controlled it is.
That was fantastic control there.
This is good lift.
Just waiting on the ref's lights. It should be a good lift.
Control the
a bit of a
referee.
technical issue. And it is. 3 white lights.
It is really, really important to keep your lifts controlled and equipped powerlifting, because if you don't hit the point and equipped, the bench press short gonna destroy you.
Yeah, they tend to have a mind of their own, the bench press shirts, and if you don't get that spot where you want it, there's sometimes, and we've seen it a few times today, that the shirt just takes over and decides to place the bar wherever it wants to. Whilst they're setting up those rack heights there, we'll say a quick hello to Ilya's grandparents and parents who are watching at home. I'll say it in English, but you can say it in Russian. So hello to Ilya's grandparents and parents and all your family out there watching, and everyone in Russia watching this fantastic event.
Да, мы сейчас передаем привет всей моей семье, которая смотрела мое выступление. Спасибо за поддержку, и всем зрителям и фанатам пауэрлифтинга в России тоже передаем привет.
And we have got Ryota from Japan at 130 kilograms.
This is solid lift. And 3 white lights for him.
We are off to a great start so far. So Andrei Mityuk from Ukraine, 130 kilograms. He has got himself, with his predicted totals, into a fairly solid position. He really just needs to do his job make sure he gets the numbers on the board. He can go home with some bling. So 130 kilograms. That shouldn't be too much of a challenge for him. Plenty of speed. And it's a good lift.
Yeah, and this was almost his personal best, only 5 kilos under his PB.
It'd be nice to see him add to that personal best today, make it a bit bigger.
Yeah.
And Noah Johnson, who really important for Noah to do his job
smiling
today.
again.
He is just so calm, cool and collective, isn't he? But really important for Noah to get those first lifts on the board. You know, his predicted subtotal is well ahead of everyone else, but he has to make sure he gets those first lifts on the board. I'm having a little bit of trouble there with 150. He got good speed off the chest, but just couldn't get it past the changeover to the triceps there. I imagine they'll make a few adjustments to the sleeves and do a few technique little adjustments for him.
Yeah, maybe he just didn't hit the right spot in his bench press movement.
Yeah, it's very easy to get it wrong in an equipped bench.
Yeah.
I mean, in a raw bench, there's a lot of strength involved and a lot of power. But in your equipped bench, the strength phase comes in a little bit later, and it's pretty much impossible to muscle your way out of an equipped bench. So we have Liang Hung from Chinese Taipei at 155. Very fast lift. Yeah, I have no doubt that Noah will be straight back out and absolutely nail that 150. It'll look like a completely different lift on his second one. So Victor Nakagawa from Brazil, 160 kilograms. Getting his shoulders under as far as he can. Yeah, he got that bar pass just right there. Very good control coming down. Mikkel Dahl from Denmark, 170.
He's fighting for the total 4th place.
He's got himself in a good position with the squat. Now needs to make sure he's consistent through the bench press. So we see quite a mix in the bench press. I mean, the equipment, some guys wearing belts, some guys not wearing belts. And now, I have to be honest, I can't remember whether you wore a belt or not.
I wore a belt, but it for me is the belt in bench press is more for stability. For some lifters, the belt's holding their shorts tight, so the collar didn't roll up
to
their neck. Yeah.
Venturi Avram from Romania, 175. Well under his personal best. Really taking his time, and you've got a whole minute to set up, which is a lot of time. It doesn't seem like long, but a minute seems like an eternity sometimes. It's important to get that set up just right. A little bit slow on the right side, but it looks smooth.
Yeah, it looks solid.
And 2 white lights is enough to go on the board.
Well, I'm looking forward for the last 3 lifts and bench press.
There are some big numbers in those last 3 lifts. Hiroshi Itsugu from Japan, 180. Just 21 years of age. And lifting here at the World Championships. And currently ranked 5th on predicted totals. Very well controlled lift.
Yeah, you see how Japanese bench and press.
They're always fantastic to watch, aren't they? They've got a long history in both equipped and raw of bench press. There we go, Coy Jordan, 235. He is currently ranked number 3. And we're only into the bench press. On predicted totals, there's not an enormous amount between all 3 of them. So realistically, it's anyone's game here.
It's under 5 kilos. It's 5 kilos under his PB, so that's gonna be a big deal for him.
Yeah, he sets himself up into a good position for a PB, but also to sort of start to close that gap a little bit.
Controlled.
Pulls it down through the shirt very nicely. Good speed off the chest.
Good luck out and I guess good lift.
And he gets 2 white lights.
The next is Russian lifter Vladislav Shaybekov.
240 kilograms.
And he needs each attempt in bench press to collect best total.
Yeah, so his current predicted total only puts him 2.5 kilos behind. So he really does, and you're right, he needs every kilo he can get to try and close that gap. Yeah, if he can stay close during the bench press, he has a very good deadlift. Just needs to focus on doing his job through the bench press.
Vladislav is national record holder in bench press in 3 lifts.
Oh, absolutely beautiful.
Explosive bench press.
Does everything right. That's the way you want to do it. Explosive off the chest, get the speed up and chase it all the way to the top.
He's showing head coach had only 5 kilos on it. Am I right?
And we are about to witness another world record attempt.
From Konstantin Musyenko.
And he is not just chasing after the junior record, he's chasing after the open world record as well. 280 kilograms. So he wants to have his cake and eat it too with the world open record, 280 kilograms. And we've seen him do 302.5 as well, so 280 is well within reach. We've got the best seat in the house, and we've seen so many world records today.
This is gonna be one of them. Good arch.
Gets himself locked away. Good control. hit the spot exactly where he wanted it. And Ilya called it. It's going to be a world record, and it is. There's one more world record in the bank.
His next attempt in bench press is also going to be world record. We'll see.
And that was his first lift.
Yeah.
Itsuku Senokawa from Japan, 127.5 kilograms. Yeah, a little bit under his personal best. He's a young lifter, 18 years of age. Got himself in a nice little position here. So only one lifter missing their opening lift. He has great control on the way down. Gets that bar path right every time, doesn't he?
Very easily. These Japanese guys are fighting for the medal in the bench press against each other.
Yeah, so we're going to see them chop and change. So they're battling it out for third and fourth position. So 130 on the bar for Ryuta. Wants to make sure he gets this one on the board and just keep that fraction ahead of his teammate. And again, great control. He just finds the bar path perfectly every time.
Japanese lifters just know how to bench.
They certainly have a great reputation for bench press, don't they? So Yoniyama from Japan, 140 kilograms. Let's see if his technique is the same. Controlled down, finds the spot. Got a nice quick press call.
Totally the same technique.
If you can get that bar to your chest and stop quickly, you can get a great press call. And Noah Johnson, 150 kilograms, missed this on his first, but I don't think it's going to be too much trouble. I have a feeling it's going to look like a very different lift this time. Still got that smile on his face. Having a bit of a smile and a nod with the spotters.
But he must be focused on the second lift.
Yeah, very important for him to get this on the board. Line looks good. That's much better. Got a much better line on that one.
I think now it's good. Yeah? 3 white lights.
3 white lights.
Back on the first position overall in prognosis.
So that puts him in first overall. And Andrei Hanchuk from Ukraine will also lift 150. But he's heavier than Noah, so he will be in second position in the bench press. And Noah Johnson there playing the smart move and just putting 155 in for his third lift. just a little bit much. A 20 kilo jump proving to be a little bit tough on the bench for him.
I think he just lost control. You can see.
Victor Nakagawa from Brazil, 170 kilograms. So this is his current personal best. So it'll be a little bit of a fight for him. But it's always difficult to predict sub-juniors and juniors because the progression in a lot of cases can be so quick. Just getting everything where he wants it. And a little bit out of line in his descent, but he managed to handle that well. Comes up very fast.
And very controlled. This is a good lift.
So Xiao Liang Hung from Chinese Taipei, 170 kilograms. And we have got some monstrous lifts coming in this session.
It's gonna be his personal best if he bench press.
A fairly decent jump from 155 to 170.
It's not a small jump in bench press. It's like, but if he do this jump, he must be sure.
Yeah, and it often depends, and you're right. It depends on how they train, and some athletes train for bigger lifts, and you can see that jump was nothing for him.
Yeah,
he was 170 like it was an opening lift.
He's got new personal best.
170, fantastic. And Mikkel Dahl from Denmark looking at 177.5. Gets those shoulders under really well, doesn't he?
Yeah, shoulders down, chest up.
Oh, that was quick. He's got plenty of room to move for his third lift. And we'll move up to 180 for Laurentiu Avram from Romania. 180 kilograms. And these weights just keep getting bigger and bigger. And this job for the spotters and loaders just gets tougher and tougher.
Yeah.
A good line on the way down,
He's
having to
working on
work
it.
hard, hasn't he?
Yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, downward
A little
movement.
bit of downward movement there, and just unfortunate not to get that.
And the spotter's doing very well because this is really important to be spotted good in equipped bench press.
They have been fantastic so far. We've seen them catch some really close calls. Aroshi Utsuguru from Japan, 190 kilograms. So he's currently sitting in 4th position on the bench. And it's some pretty tough competition.
He locks it out.
Works it back to the top. Gets a good lift, and here are the 3 lifts that are going to be determining our top 3 lifters. And Coy Jordan from the USA opened at 235 with a monster lift, and now looking at 245 for a personal best. And Vladislav doing the smart move and just trying to do his job in the bench press and keep close in total. Just giving a few last minute instructions to the spotter so he gets the lift off he wants. There's nothing quite like 245 kilos being let go in the wrong spot.
Waiting for the command.
Good control on the way down.
He's fighting
back to the top.
Yeah.
Let's see what the referee's saying. Have a look at the replay. Might see a butt lift, and we have the advantage of a replay here. Let's have a look. And I think on the descent he actually lifted. And you can just see the light shine through there. He'll be a little bit disappointed with that. But right now, Vladislav from Russia, 250 kilograms.
He's gonna be fighting for each lift today because he needs to collect a good total.
This is personal best for him, I think.
Yes.
And he is keeping himself very, very close in total to his competitor in first position there.
Chest up.
Good speed off the chest. Yes. That was a great lift.
It was very controlled.
And 3 white lights. That was a fantastic lift. Had really powerful speed off the chest there. And gave himself every opportunity. And now we have another World Open record.
Konstantin Musienko
from the Ukraine, 292.5 kilograms. His best bench in single lift was 302.5. 3 lift is a bit tougher, expending a lot of energy on the squat, but 292.5. What do you think? Does he have this one?
I think yes.
Well, you've called it all the way so far, so let's look. 292.5 for another world record. Getting himself focused. And a reminder to those watching at home, this is not just a junior record, this is an open world record. He wants to get a start command as quick as he can, and he does.
Control.
Great control. He's fast off the chest. I think he's got this.
Yes.
It looks good. Another world record of 292.5. And Ilya called it again. Before we started this session, I was talking to Ilya and he told us that he was going to go for the world record.
Yeah, here we have the best bench presser in the world.
He didn't tell us he was going to go for it 3 times though.
Yeah, he'll gonna do this on the 3rd time. He saw 3rd attempt.
Absolutely fantastic.
I guess it will be 305 100 grams.
Absolutely massive. Up now for his third lift, Itsuku Sirokawa from Japan. Looking at 137.5. And he's done well so far with a 120 and 127.5. Let's hope 137.5 wasn't biting off more than he could chew.
He's fighting for the third place in the bench press with his teammate.
He's got good control.
Yeah.
And it looks good. 2 white lights. And our next lifter. Our next lifter, Ruto from Japan, 137.5. $137.5 on the bar. And he's using all his time he can to get this just right.
Good setup.
Good control. Oh, and his left arm just couldn't quite keep up there. That's unfortunate.
The third attempt is always maximal.
It's always the 50-50 chance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Andrei Anachuk from the Ukraine, 150 kilograms. So he missed this on his second. He took that 20-kilo jump. It was just a little bit too big. But on a third lift, he's now, neural systems felt 150 kilograms. It could be a completely different lift now.
Yeah.
We see this all the time in equipped lifting. Make a few little adjustments. A lot faster off the chest.
He's working on it.
He pushed it all the way to the top. It's difficult to see everything from this angle, but he gets 2 white lights and it's on the board.
Actually, Ukrainians can allow such big jumps because they don't have any pressure.
Yeah, we see that quite a bit too. And Ruto from Japan wants 155. This is a big personal best for him. Previously 140. This will be a 15-kilogram personal best.
Oh, too big jump.
Just a little bit too much for him. And Noah Johnson from the USA, 155.
He's sub-junior lifter.
He's a sub-junior lifter, and his predicted total is absolutely massive at 717.5. This is just a smidge under his personal best, and here he comes with his casual walkout. He's probably one of the calmest lifters I've ever seen.
He is enjoying his performance.
And he is in a great position, so why not enjoy it? It's a good fast call. Looks like there might have been a bit of a dip. Let's wait and see what the referees say. And the bar dropped a little bit. He's not too disappointed though. He got 150 on the board. And he's really chasing down that overall medal.
The junior lifters coming for their third attempt.
So Noah Johnson will take the gold medal in the bench press, with Hanchuk from the Ukraine taking silver and Sirakawa taking bronze. And now Victor Nakagawa from Brazil, 180 kilograms. And Ilya said earlier that he would tip the world record in bench press by half a kilo, and he's put in 303.
Yeah.
Do you know something we don't know?
I'm not sure, I just expect it.
That's right, there's no secrets in the Russian team.
Maybe there are some secrets in the Ukrainian team.
And the Brazilian coach really shouting out there, but just not quite enough. 3 red lights. Leontio Avram from Romania, 180 kilos. So 180 for his final lift. Missed this on his second.
His last year in juniors, so he really wanted to do his best.
And he wants to put away the biggest total he can. Got good speed off the chest. He's working through it, but just a little bit too much. A fantastic effort though. So we move to 182.5 for Xue Lang Hung from Chinese Taipei. He's having a pretty good day so far. Looking to really smash his personal best. Chinese Taipei, their teams just keep getting bigger and bigger, and their athletes getting better and better with this junior development.
Yes, you can see more and more lifters from Chinese Taipei on the international stage.
And the sub-junior and junior in the powerlifting is so important for the future of the sport, isn't it? $182.5. And as you were saying earlier, getting to that right point, or the suit just takes over.
He just lost his control a little bit.
Mikkel Dahl from Denmark, 182.5. He's had 2 good lifts so far.
Yes. Michael is doing very, very well because his personal best was 170, and
he's absolutely smashed that out of the park.
Yeah. We'll see what he's got on his third attempt.
And just a little bit too much. Looked like he got good speed off the chest, and you could just see him talking to his coach there that his elbow flared out a little bit. And just lost control. Hiroshi Tsugu from Japan, the massive 200 kilograms.
Which is personal best as well for him.
I mean, it's great to win a world championship, but it's also great to come to a world championship and put on a personal best as well. And we talk to young athletes all the time as coaches about the importance of just beating yourself and not worrying too much about all the medals. So Hiroshi from Japan, 200 kilograms. Good control. And just shaking it off there, a little bit too heavy for him. So Coy Jordan from the United States of America with 250 kilograms.
Let's go, Coy.
He's got plenty of tightness in that shirt. They pulled that chest down. They're going to get everything they can out of it.
Yeah, you can see how tight shirt fits on his chest.
No, it's a catch-22 because he's also got to pull that bar down to his chest through that tightness. Getting himself set up. Good control. And just losing the control there. The spotter's doing a great job.
The next is Vladislav Shebekov from Russia.
And your teammate, so he's coming out for 255.
He already did his personal best on second attempt. Hope he's gonna have this one.
So now 255. Let's see when he takes that bench and sets up. If you want to talk us through it. So he's standing on the side. He's ready to go. So how important is it for you and the other athletes to tell the spotter where you want that bar?
It's really important to explain to the spotters because it really depends on lift, on how will you bench press, how will you set up.
And you can see Vladislav has got that shirt pulled down and tightened up as well.
He's got it. Controlled. Yes, yes.
Wow, he has great speed off the chest. If you're watching at home and you're new to equipped powerlifting and you want to know how to bench, that's one you want to watch. He has fantastic speed off the chest. And there's something as coaches we talk about all the time, speed off the chest, and he demonstrates that beautifully. And now for another world record, and you'd said he'd try and chip it by half a kilo, and he has 303 kilograms.
This lift is more than the bench press record in single lift.
This is a huge world record here.
He is only 20 years old.
Unbelievable. 20 years of age, he holds single lift world record. And now he's going to try and beat the single lift world record in a free lift competition.
He's really, really focused.
If you are an open 83 kilogram lifter, you're really hoping that he doesn't come into the opens. Because he has already smashed the open record. .303 kilograms.
Chest up. Just look at this control lift.
Fighting. He's pushing as hard as he can, but not quite being able to lock out. He had brilliant control on the way down. A great power off the chest, but just couldn't quite lock.
Almost had it.
What an amazing effort, though. don't think it's going to be much longer, and he'll be hitting that. And I tell you, it's going to get close because Ilya just pointed out in the predicted totals that they are sitting side by side at 862.5. So it is going to be a really close battle coming into the deadlifts. But we're going to take a 20-minute break and watch these guys battle it out. and welcome back to the IPF World Sub-Junior and Junior Equipped Powerlifting Championships 2018. And we are just about to kick off the deadlift session in the 83 kilo man. And back with us in the commentary box, Ilya Mishin from Russia, who has given up so much of his time to come here and talk to us tonight through the 83 session. Already competing this morning himself, a bronze medalist, and more happy with his own personal total than his bronze medal. It's absolutely fantastic to have you. Thank you again for joining us.
Actually, it's a big honor for me to sit here with you and commentate 83 class juniors and sub-juniors at the World Championship.
And we are just about to start the deadlift session with Roto Yoniyama from Japan at 160 kilograms, and this is going to be a massive battle in the deadlifts. And before we went to the break, Ilya said there'll be some changes, and sure enough, we've seen the Russian Vladislav change 2775 and the Ukrainian 265. So it's going to be a big day, and Ruoto opens with 160 and absolutely nails it. Itsuki Shirakawa from Japan also looking for 160. Young sub-junior lifter, looking pretty solid in third place overall, and handles that with no problems. And that gives him a solid overall total there for third place. Uta Yanagagawa from Japan, 165. And these two Japanese lifters just going toe-to-toe for position here in the squats and the deadlift. It's been a long day. Yeah. I'm mixing up my lifts now.
They were fighting against each other for the bench press medals, and now they are fighting for deadlift medals.
Valentiu Avram from Romania, 220 kilos. We'll pop up into the juniors now. He's well under his personal best. I can't imagine it being too much trouble. And we talk, as coaches and athletes, we talk all the time about how important it is to be conservative on that opening lift, to get it on the board. You don't want to put yourself under any pressure in the bench press or the deadlift.
Actually, the deadlift is much easier than bench press because you have only one command here, only down command.
Yeah, so we don't have to wait for the referee to start your lift. Just have to wait for them to tell you to put it down. Just loses his grip there at the top. It's a little bit tougher through the midsection than you want for an opening lift. So Andrei Anachuk. Not sure if he struggled there before he lost his grip or he lost his grip.
His arm just opened, squeezing on his leg.
So he just caught his leg there, opening up his arms. So Andrei from the Ukraine, 220 kilograms. And as tired as the athletes are, these spotters and loaders have got to be getting tired now. They have moved around thousands of kilos today. And the bar is loaded at 220 kilograms. And this man, if he gets this on the board, has put himself in an absolutely fantastic position to take home the silver medal overall. And he does. He stands that up absolutely beautifully.
Opener as should be.
Xu Yang Hung from Chinese Taipei, 225. A little bit under his personal best of 230. Noah Johnson from the US of A in the sub-juniors is opening at a massive 270 kilograms.
A huge deadlift.
And he gets the 3 white lights for 225. So Hiroshi Itsugu from Japan, 230 kilograms. And handles that well. Victor Nakagawa from Brazil looking for 260, and these deadlifts are just getting bigger and bigger.
His deadlift PB is 280.5, so that means that I guess he is national record holder.
So for those of you at home who are new to powerlifting, we move all our weights up in 2.5s, but in a record, for a record attempt, you can put fractionals, or what we call chips. So if you see a lift at 301 or 0.5, then it is a record somewhere. I dare say Victor has a national record and handles 260 well.
Next is Konstantin Musienko.
265 kilograms.
Building his total. Huge total.
So if he puts this on the board, it gives him an 8775 and temporarily in first place. And the current world junior total record is 895, I
It's
believe.
a gold standard.
Is it standard?
Yeah.
So no one has taken that yet. So here he goes with 265. And Ilya said earlier that 265 shouldn't be a major problem for him.
Because his personal best is 285. Chest up. And here we are.
Yeah, 265 was very smooth.
Now 270 for sub-junior lifter from the US.
Noah Johnson looking for 270. He's got a personal best of 292.5.
Very good deadlifter.
And if he puts this on the board, no one can catch him.
Double overhead hook grip.
And if you can manage a double overhand hook grip, it has a great biomechanical advantage, but it is really tough on those thumbs. And he gets the 3 white lights, and no one is going to catch him. Coy Jordan from the US of A, 275. Currently sitting in 3rd overall in the predicted totals. Wearing his belt a little bit higher there, give himself space to get down to the bar. Very easy lift.
Moved really fast.
Didn't muck around with that at all. Mikkel Dahl from Denmark, 275.
Yeah, this guy is also national record holder in deadlift. As you can see, his personal best is 301 kilo.
That is a massive personal best. And handles 275 with ease. And the last of the first attempts.
Vladislav Shebekov from Russia.
277.5.
Yeah.
And Ilya said he changed his opening lift. Just before we started, I caught out of the corner of my eye Ilya over there at the change table putting some new numbers for Vladislav. And sure enough, 277.5. Get those toes right out, doesn't he?
Yeah, it must be solid lift to give him an opportunity to put some weights. 5 for the total. Chest up. Yes.
Absolutely fantastic. A great opening lift at 277.5 and puts himself in a really good position now to try and challenge for that gold medal. We'll come around for our second attempts now with Itsuki Sirakawa from Japan wanting 175. And his teammate there is putting 177.5. And second attempts are in for the top three. We've got 292.5 and 275.
I would like to say that Vladislav Shebekov is on better position now than two other guys because he has bigger deadlift. He can push the guys on the bigger weights to make the total.
We get to see how this plays out very shortly. Itsuka Sirakawa with 175 and handles that like a champion. I'm very happy with that. And his teammate, Ruta, looking at 177.5, wants to take that bronze medal in the deadlift. Has to put in a little bit of work, but doesn't seem to have too much trouble. And then up into the juniors, Ruto Yami from Japan, 180 kilograms. Noah Johnson in the sub-juniors has put in a 282.5 for his second attempt. Absolutely monstrous. And Ruto from Japan handles 180, no problems at all. Laurentius Avram from Romania missed this on his opening lift.
The only lifter who missed his first attempt in a deadlift today, 83 kilos.
Just got himself in a bad position and lost his grip. I have no doubt that they have rectified that. That looked a lot better.
Grip is fine and the lift is good.
That's what we want to see. Everyone is on the board. Andrei Machuk from the Ukraine, 240 kilograms. We're back into the sub-juniors. And this will add 5 kilos to his personal best lift. Just 17 years of age. That's a good lift by the look of it.
It was easy.
Hiroshi Itsugu from Japan, 245 kilograms. These guys are massive deadlifters. And the spotters and loaders absolutely flying through this, keeping everything on schedule. Making sure athletes don't have to wait too long. 245 for Hiroshi. No problem at all. Then Yang Hung from Chinese Taipei, 245 kilograms. Well over his personal best of 230. It is nice to walk away from a national world championship with a personal best. Taking his time, getting focused. Wants to have everything right.
He got it.
And that was a very casual 245. So Victor Nakagawa from Brazil, 275 kilograms.
Near to his personal best.
280.5, as you mentioned earlier, that is clearly a record, most likely a national record in Brazil. And every year we see more and more athletes from Brazil at these events. And powerlifting in the IPF is just growing at such a rapid rate. 116 nations in the IPF now.
He's working.
He's had it, and he just lost his grip at the top. He got it all the way there, but lost his grip. And here we go, 275.
Konstantin has already beat his personal best in total, which was 872 kilos.
And this will give him an 887.5 kilo total. And edging ever so close to the junior world record total. Just taking his time, making sure everything is right, the belt's in the right position. When you are lifting at this level, it's so important for everything to be just the way you want it.
Really good technique.
That was a very, very nice 275. And now we have Noah Johnson.
There are 3 lifters who's gonna
282.
Who's gonna lift 292.
We'll drop down into the sub-juniors now, 282.5. Noah Johnson, who is clearly a runaway for the gold medal with a current total of 707.5, and this will give him a 720. This is a huge deadlift on any standard, but it makes it even bigger when you're a sub-junior. Such a young man and such an enormous weight. And he has lots more left in the tank, doesn't he? So 282.5 and a 720 total. And he's really just going through the motions. He is the world champion. Well, now 3 lifters on 292.5. We'll start with your teammate.
Yeah, Vladislav Shebekov.
292.5. Is this a best lift for him?
Yes, in the lift, this is his personal best.
What a way to finish out this competition. And we've still got one more round to go. Gets it to the top.
He got it.
Gee, his left hand there just starting to loosen, but he gets the down command.
Vladislav told me that he's been working hard about deadlift movement with his coach, and here we are. See the results.
Here we are, a personal best at the World Championships of 292.5. And Coy Jordan, from the USA, 292.5. He wants to try and sneak in there and get himself a deadlift medal. And just got away from him a little bit there. Did it move forward a little bit on him?
Maybe the grip.
Moved quite fast off the ground.
Yeah.
And just slipped in his hands a little bit there. I think he'll get that on his third though. So Dal Mikkel from Denmark, 292.5. He also wants to get himself into the deadlift medals.
Yeah. The 75 was very easy. We'll see if he can pull this one.
292.5. And he'll temporarily hold third place. Actually, this will temporarily give him second place or first place on weight, I think.
First place in the deadlift.
With a third round to come, but puts himself in a good position.
Oh, come on.
He gets it to the top, but I think the bar might have dipped a little.
Yeah, I think that.
And it did. 3 red lights. He knows he can pull it now. And we'll come around for the last round.
Goes down, we're going here.
It's Suki Sitakawa from Japan, 185. And we're in the final round of deadlifts. And we know Noah Johnson is the sub-junior world champion. No one can catch him. But now they're going to fight it out for some deadlift medals, and Itsuku, 185, wants to see if he can just maybe grab a bronze medal from his teammate in the deadlift. He gets it to the top.
Good job.
I think he's pulled this one off, and he has. Now he has to wait and see his teammate Ruta Inagagawa from Japan, looking at 187.5. Sirakawa is temporarily in third position, waiting on this lift. Can he sneak away with a gold medal from his teammate? And this is a personal best for this young man. Previously, his best lift was 180. So he's pulling out everything he's got to try and get this bronze medal in the deadlift.
He's fighting.
And I think he's got it to the top. Was he able to lock his knees properly?
Yeah.
Unfortunately not. So we've seen Sirakawa sneak in and get the bronze medal in the deadlift from his teammate there.
Yes.
And now we jump up into the juniors. Roto Yanayama from Japan for 210 kilograms.
That's a huge 30-kilo jump.
It is a very big jump.
But actually his personal best is 222 kilos.
Just a little bit too much for him. He did go from a 20 kilo to a 30 kilo jump. Into Avram from Romania, 230 kilograms. Well under his best lift of 245. He's having to work hard. Can he lock it? I don't think so, and he just loses his grip there.
Grip again.
You know, it's a tough ask. I mean, you've got to not just lift this sort of weight, you've got to hold on to it as well. And it is really hard to hold on to. And the aggressive knurling on that fantastic Coleco bar is super aggressive.
Yeah, very painful.
Hiroshi Mitsugi from Japan, 260 kilograms. Having to work, and it's just a little bit too much for him there. All these guys giving everything they've got in their final lift. Yeah, Liang Hung, Chinese Taipei, 260 kilograms. Just taking his time. And it's just a little bit too much. These guys are giving everything they've got. They're not leaving anything in the tank. So we'll drop back down to the sub-juniors. Andrei Pachuik from Ukraine, 260 kilograms. It's a massive personal best.
He's fired up. Almost got it.
I think he's got there.
Yes.
It looks good. Let's see what the referees say. 3 white lights. And he'll take a silver medal in the deadlift and a silver medal overall.
Yeah, big PB in personal best and total and
That's
deadlift.
a massive lift. And Victor Nakagawa from Brazil, 2775. And just couldn't quite hang on to it on his second.
He's trying to fight for the medals in deadlift with this lift. So if he lifts it, we're gonna wait.
He might just sneak in there. And this will temporarily put him into second position, I think.
Yeah.
He's got it moving. It's just a little bit too much there. And these international competitions are tough under any situation, but you add the travel time on as well. Change of environment just makes it that bit tougher. And I know coming from Russia, you would have had some pretty long flights there.
Yeah, it was a long trip for each Russian national team member.
So we're here 282.5 now. So this will give him an 895 total.
Almost 900 in junior lifts in 83 bodyweight class.
So this will actually be equal to the world record of 895. And in fact, it's a standard, so it will be a world junior total record of 895 kilograms. How many world records can we see in one day?
From Ukrainians, by the way.
They have been absolutely outstanding. $282.5 kilograms for an 895 total. It's a big ask for a long day of lifting, but he has been outstanding. Not sure if he can lock his knees out. He gets it to the top, but I don't think he locked his knees. He does. He gets 2 white lights and a world record of 895 total. And now Mikhail Dahl for 292.5. He wants a medal.
It's a change in the Russian lift.
And Ilya was just pointing to the screen before it even happened. The Russian lifter has changed his lift to 310. And that will give an 897.5 total.
Yes.
And Mikhail Dahl gets the 292.5 this time. No doubt about it. And that temporarily puts him into first position for the deadlift. And now Coy Jordan to pull 295. He wants the deadlift medal. And we're down to our last 3 lifters.
Here is our bronze medal.
And we've all been so focused on the juniors. Noah Johnson is going to lift 297.5 for his 3rd lift on deadlift. Coy Jordan just can't get to the top and lock it out.
He has the same problem which he had on the 2nd attempt.
So Mikhail Dahl will go away with a medal for the deadlift. What color it is, we're not sure yet, but it's either going to be gold or silver. And now Noah Johnson for 297.5. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your sub-junior world champion. And a current total of 720. This will give him 735. He is a mile in front and has been outstanding today. And 297.5, just a bit too much, but your gold medalist and world champion right there, and gold medal in the deadlift. A fantastic effort from him today. And now 310 kilograms. Now this lift here will not only give him the world record for total, but it will also give him the gold medal overall and world championship. Well, I have a feeling Ilya might turn his microphone off halfway through this lift to get up and shout. And it's okay if you do. He's already getting ready. This is a very, very exciting moment. 310 kilograms. He is pulling for the gold medal. This lift will give him the gold medal and the world total record. If anyone can do it, it's this man, Vladislav from Russia, 310 kilograms. Ilya said he's been working on his deadlift. Could this be the moment it all pays off? He's got it moving fast, just a little bit too much, but you had to have a go. And it moved well off the floor, but just got a little bit too much for him.
It was a good try.
It was a fantastic effort. So at the end of the day, we have Zienko from Ukraine with the gold medal overall and a bronze in the deadlift. Vladislav from Russia, silver medal overall, massive total and huge effort, and silver in the deadlift. And Coy Jordan from the USA will take 3rd overall, while Mikhail Dahl from Denmark gets gold in the deadlift. What a fantastic session. Спасибо большое for joining us. We can't thank you enough.
Thank you very much. Let's count how many world records we saw today.
I've lost count. There are so many world records. We have seen multiple world records in each session. I've seen at least 5 world records today.
5 for
sure. It has been absolutely incredible. And don't go too far away. We're going to have the medal ceremonies very soon. And we really hope that Ilya can join us again in another session and at plenty of other competitions as well. Thank you very much again for joining us. And we will see you all tomorrow morning.
Thank you very much. Россия вперед!
start with the sub-junior medals for squat. The bronze medal goes to Itsuki Surikawa from Japan. Silver medal to Andriy Nachuk from Ukraine. And the gold medal to Noah Johnson, USA. In the bench press, the bronze medal goes to Itsuki Surikawa of Japan. Silver medal to Andriy Nachuk from Ukraine. And the gold medal to Noah Johnson of USA. Thank you. Deadlift medals now. The bronze medal goes to Itsuki Surikawa of Japan. Silver medal to Andriy Nachuk from the Ukraine. And the gold medal to Noah Johnson of the USA. Thank you. The total medals. The total medals. Bronze medal goes to Itsuki Surikawa of Japan. Silver to Andriy Nachuk of the Ukraine. And the gold medal and world title goes to Noah Johnson of the USA. All stand for the playing of the US national anthem. For squat, the bronze medal goes to Connie Jordan from the USA. The silver medal to Konstantin Musyenko of the Ukraine. And gold medal to Vladislav Shaibakov of Russia. For bench press, the bronze medal to Quaid Jordan of the USA.
Again.
Silver medal to Vladislav Shaibakov of Russia. And the gold to Konstantin Musyenko of Ukraine. For the deadlift, the bronze medal to Konstantin Musyenko of Ukraine. The silver medal goes to Vladislav Shaibakov of Russia. And with the same total but on body weight, the gold medal goes to Mikael Dahl of Denmark. Thank you. In the total, the bronze medal goes to Quaid Jordan of the USA. Silver medal to Vladislav Shaibakov of Russia. And the gold medal goes to Konstantin Musyenko of Ukraine. Please stand for the national anthem of Ukraine. Please give our lifters one more round of applause as they leave the stage.